What are squad battles in FC26 Ultimate Team and how do they work? In today's video we'll go through every detail of the mode that is going to be very useful, especially if you're new to the game, to get used to the mechanics, to understand Ultimate Team, and to earn yourself some packs, players and coins. Squad battles is a game mode where you're playing against the AI. There is no online element to it, so if you prefer playing against the computer, this might be the mode for you. The three core pillars of squad battles this year are battling the community, right? Each week you have a chance to climb the leaderboards and get different ranks and earn rewards based on that. It says new opponents daily, but in reality, you can play as much squad battles as you want every single day, every single week. But you set your score in each competition to determine your rank, which gives you your rewards. And the better your rank, the more valuable the rewards are. But if you feel like the rewards aren't quite good enough this year because they have been nerfed, maybe you want to head on over to Loot Bar. By far the cheapest place to get your coins on FC26 on all platforms, 10% cheaper than others, and delivered in as fast as half an hour. Some of your favourite YouTubers are already using Loot Bar, and the reviews are fantastic. And if you use my code BIRDIEX at checkout, then you'll get a bigger discount on your coins. So go and check out Loot Bar in the description down below. So once you enter into squad battles for the first time, this is what you're looking at. Maybe quite a confusing screen with 6 teams on the left-hand side, 2 featured squads, and 4 opponents. Now, if I move my camera to the other side, then we can look at this information that's on the right-hand side of the screen as well. There's a lot going on here. There's a timer that says next opponent update and how long is left. Basically, your rank updates every 5 minutes, okay? It's as simple as that. You have a thing saying how many matches you have played out of 16. You can play 16 opponents each week that will earn you points. Once you have played 16 teams, you can continue to play games, but you will not earn any more points to increase your rank and your point total for that week. It also tells you your points next to it, and also that shield that's on the right hand side will update to show you your actual rank once you have got some points. And it also tells you when squad battles ends for the week, which is Sunday mornings UK time. So let's first take a look at the featured squads. The first one is Squad Foundations in this scenario. The left featured squad is nearly always to do with the current promo or campaign, or maybe they've partnered with a pro player or something like that to create a featured squad. So this week the game has just come out, there's new Squad Foundation cards, and so they build a team featured around those. And the other featured squad is the current team of the week. So this updates, of course, every Wednesday at 6 PM when there is a new team of the week available. And these featured squads function a little bit differently to your normal opponents. So let's try and understand how and why. In each batch of your 4 opponents, you have varying levels of teams. For example, the top left squad is nearly always the worst one. It's going to have the lowest rating, the lowest chemistry, and the worst cards in the squad. And then if we look at the other squads, you can see that they have much better players, much higher rated squad, and higher chemistry as well. You can also see the tactics and strength and weaknesses of the team, but if you know what you're doing, those aren't really that relevant. And you can see the bottom right squad is nearly always the biggest and best one, especially at the start of the year. They throw icons and everything in there. It's crazy. But throughout the year, you will play against other people's teams. For example, you may randomly play against my main team in squad battles because it pulls squads from community members and plonks them in for teams for you to play against. So how do we play against them? How does all of this work? Well, as I said before, points are what matter in terms of getting a rank and getting your rewards in this mode. We'll take the featured squads as our first example. These function differently to the normal teams, in the sense that even if you play on the lowest difficulty, you are going to get 1,500 points, guaranteed, if you win. The higher up the difficulties you go, the more points that you can obtain against the featured squads. Against the normal teams, though, this is a little bit different. So if we take the first team, the lowest rated team, as an example, you will see that these point totals vary massively depending on what difficulty you play on. So your featured squads give you a guaranteed minimum 1,500 points, and you can get a few bonus ones. But if you're playing on a very low difficulty against the normal teams, you're not going to get very many points. So ideally, you want to play on the highest difficulty that you can comfortably beat. Rewards. This is why it matters. So, these are the different ranks that you have got, going from top 100 through elite, through gold, through silver, and bronze. And here are the examples of rewards that you get for each of those ranks. Now, with each of these, you can see how many points it says you require to get that rank. This is based on what people are getting around the world. If everybody starts playing squad battles on Ultimate, you would require higher points to get each rank. If everyone stopped playing squad battles and only played it on the lower difficulty, then therefore the percentage of players that have got a high amount of points is really low. You wouldn't need as many in order to get a higher rank. So that is how it works. It is community ranking, and you need to finish in the top X% in order to get whatever rank you are looking for. And as expected, as you go up through the ranks, the rewards increase in value. The amount of packs, the amount of cards that you will get from each rank gets bigger and better. So let me show you an example. Let's go into the first game against the worst team, and what we're going to do is we're going to play this on semi-pro. Our projected match points are 604. Now, there are ways that this can be significantly higher or significantly lower, because the amount of points that you get is based on your results, but also how you attain that result. So the first main thing is goals. You get points per goal up to a maximum of 5. There is no difference between you scoring 5 goals or 55. You will get the same amount of points for that. You also can get a clean sheet bonus. Now, this is quite a big one, and ideally, you therefore want to be winning 5-0 on whatever difficulty you play. For example, if you could win 5-0 on World Class, you'll be earning more points than if you win 2-1 on Legendary, a higher difficulty. A couple of other things that will earn you points are shots on target, corners, and then possession and pass accuracy. And so when we finish this game, you can see the match coins that we earned and also a breakdown of where those coins come from. And this is very, very relevant to the next screen that we're about to see, because you can see that we got 10 corners, we had 10 shots on target, we didn't have any cards against us, which will lose you points. We didn't concede any goals. We got our clean sheet bonus of 75, and we didn't have any offsides against us, which would take some away as well. So this is where it all breaks down, and you can see the skill rewards summary is 533 coins. That gets translated into points on the next screen, where you can see the match complete gets us a certain amount of points, the match result gets us points, the skill bonus, as you just saw that breakdown, gets us 533. We get 200 for goals, and a difficulty bonus takes it down by 0.7. So if you're playing on a higher difficulty, you obviously will get more points for doing the exact same thing. So we end up with 863, which, remember, the projected match points was 604. And so we got significantly more than that by winning 5-0, getting our shots on target, and getting our corners. So if possible, this is how you maximize your returns on squad battles, and the higher your rank, the more rewards, the better cards, the more coins you're going to get. Just try and do as well as you possibly can. You can refresh your 4 teams that you see on the main screen 4 times before you stop getting points. So play each of the 4 teams, then you update your opponents, you get a new batch of 4, do that until you've played your 16, and then any future times that you update your opponents, you will not earn any points from those. So when it says that you've got 16 games to play, those are the main opponents. But remember, you've got the 2 featured squads as well. So in reality, you get 18 games a week, even though it says 16, because they're 2 bonus ones that guarantee you an extra 3,000 points at a bare minimum. So make the most of it, get as many points as you can, and good luck in squad battles in FC26.